32. Wyatt. Hey, princess, I call over to Aurora as I make my way to the stairs at the back deck. Everything set in place and ready? She's curled up on the swing, engrossed in her phone, copper waves casting shadows over half of her crumpled face, until she hears me and perks up, glowing features softening. An excited, beaming smile follows, the kind where she has to bite down on those strawberry lips, the grin almost overwhelming, because she's happy to see me. Sometimes I wonder if I've been living a dream for the last few weeks. Hey, Hensley, she purrs. Lightness sweeps through my body as I near her, easing the usual tension I build up over a week's work. It's like she's my reward for working hard, a reminder that everything I'm doing is worth it, that trying to be this more hopeful version of me is the right choice. There's no doubt that Aurora looks good in everything she wears, especially when it's one of my t-shirts to bed. But there's something about her when she's in her gym where, like today, that has me stopping in silent wonder. Maybe it's because she wears it so casually, like it's just her boring, everyday clothes, oblivious to the way they highlight every beautifully sculpted curve of her body, oblivious to the way the bright colors of all her gym sets make her stand out like a beacon of hope in my dull world. Did that meditation help you feel better in the end? Or do you need to calm your nerves by sitting on my face? I ask, stalking over to the swing. The midday sun shines down, circling the house with golden light. Her lips pop open with an innocent giggle as she bats her wide, glistening eyes up at me. You have the dirtiest mouth I've ever heard, Hensley. And yet you let me do whatever I want with that mouth, so it can't be that bad, I retort as I settle onto the swing. I hold out my hands for her legs so they can rest over my lap, and she spreads out, her warmth seeping into me. Locking my eyes on hers, my head angled just a little, I trail my fingers up her leg as slowly as possible, relishing the way her body reacts to me as I drift further up her thigh. The flush of her cheeks, the prickling of her golden skin, the shuddering of her chest. Every inch of her body is burned into my memory. I feel like I could navigate it with my eyes closed, just like the back roads I always take into town. The only thing in the way of where I really want my fingers to be is her phone resting in her lap. Tap it, asking, "What were you so focused on?" It takes Aurora a couple of seconds and blinks to snap back to reality. Oh, how I would love to know what was running through her mind just then. But I'm sure I'll get to find out later when all the guests have arrived and are in their lodgings. Just a post for tonight. Aurora giggles again as she finds the photo and presents her phone to me. And there I am, riding Dusty, leading the trail on the last retreat. I don't even know how she managed to take that. I'm just glad it's not that darned one she once took of me when she forced me into yoga. Thanks for asking for my permission, I snort, shaking my head. There's no point trying to make her take it down. Though I like to think I'm strong, I know I'll never win in a battle against Aurora. All she needs to do is flutter her lashes, and I'll be on my knees, and I'm not ashamed to admit that now. They've always said I am a weak man when it comes to her. Aurora waves me off and wriggles closer so we're more intertwined. You looked so hot, up high on your horse, riding like a true cowboy. I couldn't resist. Though she crumples her freckled nose, it seems I'm not the only one who thinks that. I've had to remind myself multiple times that I can't blast my followers in the comments telling them to back off because he's mine. All yours, I kiss her forehead, not even thinking twice about saying it. I don't miss the slight shock that flickers in her eyes when I pull away, but it's true, 1 a.m. completely and utterly hers. I'm uncertain how I got to this point. Considering 2 months ago I would have done anything to see her leave, yet I can't imagine existing without her now. She's so entrenched in this ranch in my life, it's a little scary. But then Aurora snuggles her head between my collar and jaw, arms winding around mine to tug me closer. Right, this just feels so goddamn right. Besides, she hums, I probably shouldn't waste my strength on my followers and keep it for the next time I have to battle Holly. I shake my head. Don't be silly. Honestly, I doubt she even cares now that she's engaged. Aurora stiffens slightly. Wait, you knew Holly was engaged? Yeah, my mom told me after they came around for dinner. How did you know about it? Oh, Aurora rears her head back abruptly, features all pinched. She completely ignores my question, eyes fixed over my shoulder somewhere scarily far beyond me. Eyes an effort to try to release the tightness winding in my chest. Something feels off, the air suddenly heavy, everything begins to dull, the light in Aurora's hazel eyes dimming. Is that a problem? Oh, Her gaze flashes back to me, and the smile she attempts is pitiful, barely even a stretch of her lips. That's not the Aurora Jones I was just talking to. Neither is the uncomfortable breath of a laugh that follows. It's just a little disconcerting to hear that you kissed me straight after finding out your ex was engaged. Fuck, right? Yeah, that doesn't sound great. But I know that Holly being engaged has nothing to do with how I feel up to Tawa, Aurora. If anything, it just proves how much I care about her, because it didn't bother me at all to hear about the engagement. Alarms begin blaring faintly in my head as Aurora slithers away from me, tangled limbs disconnecting. Say something, Wyatt. Me kissing you had nothing to do with Holly, I promise. Her eyes dart back and forth across the floor. Save for that and her chest lifting faster by the second, she's pretty much frozen. I've seen her like this before, and it usually means she's starting to spiral. That she's doubting the confidence she has in herself. Even though she'd been on such a high this week and this morning about the next trial run. I need to get her out of this. Doesn't she realize how much she means to me? Hey. I shuffle towards her, taking her hands from where they sit in her lap. What are you thinking? Sorry. I'm just finding it hard to not link those two things. After everything you and the guys had told me about your relationship. Look, I squeeze her fingers in one hand and bring the other up to cradle her cheek, cutting off whatever nonsense she was about to spew. When I found out about Holly being engaged, I didn't care, because you were all I'd been thinking about. Aurora nods furiously like she's trying to force her mind to listen to her. You, Rory? A man's voice echoes, followed by a loud, knocking sound. We've still got at least an hour yet before any of the guests are supposed to turn up. Aurora's face pales, whatever remnants were left of her golden glow draining away instantly. The sweet body that was finally starting to soften in my grip becomes rigid once again. I swear a faint tremor even rushes through her. Rory, are you in? The man shouts again, forcing Aurora to shoot to her feet. She runs her fingers through her hair frantically. I go to ask who. Please just stay here, she barks at me. I don't even try to protest, shocked at the venom lacing her words as she disappears through the house. Who could possibly have pissed her off so badly in Willow Ridge? I blow out a breath, trying to process the last minute or so, when I hear Aurora's voice rise. I don't like the sound of it, so at odds with the usual sunny, blazing charm she radiates. I know everyone has the propensity for all kinds of emotions. I'm learning that about myself. But Aurora's anger usually comes out in feisty ire, not the snapping of teeth and snarling of words. Whatever's happening right now, she shouldn't be alone. Not when she was in such a positive mood ready for everyone to turn up today. My instincts take over and I rush back through the house, the sharp edge of anger in Aurora's voice getting clearer as I near the hallway. The front door is open, so I head out onto the porch to find her standing, arms crossed painfully tight, scowling at a familiar tall guy with short blonde hair. There's a weekend bag at his He looks wearily at me, but I keep my body loose, unthreatening, and my smile pleasant. Eventually, he extends his hand. Jake Thomas, I lift mine to shake his. Then I punch him in the face.